Hey gorgeous. So I was on a call with a bunch of experts yesterday, and the question was asked in the room, what exactly is mindset? And the mindset expert gave an explanation, and by the time that she was done, I was confused. I was like, what the fuck? And mindset is my jam. So I wanted to come and chat to you guys about mindset, and I want to just fucking simplify it for you, because mindset is not rocket science. And I know that so many people are talking about mindset at the moment, and everybody's like, you have to get your mindset right, and everybody is giving you tools on how to get the mindset right, but it's still very externalized, and it's still very jargonized, and it's still very fucking fluffy, and it's really simple. There are different frequencies. Let's call them frequencies, right? Think of different layers of thoughts that comes from very low frequency of fear, scarcity, overwhelm, kind of giving up, hopelessness, all of those. So just imagine this as like a really low frequency of thought processes that are happening. And then you go up the ladder until you get to the really high frequency. And the high frequency is divine love, it is certainty, it is expectation, it is feeling really powerful, it is belief in self. And we get to set our mind like a dial into whatever frequency. Now, the really interesting thing is, and this is where a lot of my work comes in, is that we are conditioned in the fear frequency on planet Earth at this time, and we have been for generations. It's very much part of the schooling system. It's very much part of our cultures. It's very much part of the dialect that we are hearing everywhere. It's all based on this low vibrational frequency, that there are victims, that there is scarcity, that there is doom and gloom, that we are like full of whatever. And so we have to recognize that firstly. We have to recognize that that is where mass consciousness is plugged in and is operating at the moment, because unless you're willing to recognize that for yourself, you won't do the work to unhook from this, what I call fear grid, and plug it into the higher frequency new consciousness grid, which is where divine life is actually operating from. So you're setting your dial, you're setting your mind, you're conditioning your mind to operate on this frequency, and this is where we are all conditioned to operate from. Now you've got a choice, because you are a magnificent motherfucking being, and you have free will and choice, baby. And you get to change the dial. You get to set your mind to find evidence of a higher frequency. See, we are so powerful, darling, that whatever we choose to believe, we are the creators of the evidence thereof. Even though we say it's the other way around, even though we say that we find evidence of what already is. No. You are creating what evidence you believe. Once you start tapping into that shit, you start taking control of this puppy real quick. But so you get to start changing the dial. You get to start setting the mind to different frequencies. And I want you to understand as well that this mind of yours is a muscle that you have to work all of the time. Because if it's currently functioning on a lower frequency, it's functioning on you doing bicep curls with 500 gram weights. If you want to have a bigger bicep, it means you have to incrementally add more weight to your training program. Your mind is exactly the same. You want to incrementally increase the resistance, the higher frequency of the mind food that you are feeding it. Now, what you also need to start understanding then is, just like your bicep, you can't just do the same freaking exercise forevermore and expect the muscle to continue to grow. So just as you have to spice it up in the gym and start doing different exercises to come at it from different angles, you have to feed and train your mind with different tools and different books and different ways of operating all of the time. You have to come at it at different angles and not cause fatigue by doing the same thing over and over and over again, which is why people get bored with their tools. You want to instead have this delicious plethora of different things that you can use for your mind to continuously work it and expand it and see different things that you have not seen before. Now, the other thing that you have to keep in mind is just like if you go and work out in gym for 6 months and man, you're starting to get that nice form and you feel so proud of yourself, and then you think, oh, well, I've done it. I've got the biceps. I'm good, baby. And you stop training. What happens to your muscle? She deteriorates again. And a few weeks down the line, you don't have the same strength. And a few months down the line, it's like you never went to the gym at all. Your mind is exactly the same. If you don't work that puppy all of the time because you love how it feels to work her, she starts deteriorating. She'll start going down the ladder again, and she'll start tapping into the low frequency, whereas where society has conditioned her to operate from. So I wanted to make this really simple for you guys because I want you to just get this and start having fun with this. Like, this mindset is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be complicated. It's not supposed to confuse you. It's about you understanding your mind is a muscle. It's conditioned to operate on a very low frequency through schooling, through society, through fear. That's the dial it's set at. You, my darling, get to set it up to a higher dial every single day by using and experimenting with different tools, making your mind stronger, getting to see things that you haven't seen before, and start consciously creating the life that you desire. Isn't that fucking awesome? Like, I would love to hear from you guys. Does this clarify it? I don't ever want people to say, mindset, and you think, oh my God, guru, they know something that I don't. No, it's really fucking simple. It's your mind. You get to train it, and you get to start setting the dial to whatever frequency you want to set it in. So, the easiest way, seriously, that I know to train my mind has always been my body. That is why I've got squat going for you guys again. I literally trained my mindset ferociously on my bicycle. Literally. I would continuously go out on my bike and start paying attention to the correlation between what I was thinking and how I was performing on my bike, and then how I was performing on my bike and how that was impacting my thinking. So I use my body to train my mind, and then I use my mind to train my body. That's why I created squats. Yes, squats are not for everybody, but you know what? You're going to have a pumping ass, baby. And you're going to experience mindset like you've never, ever experienced it before. So go onto my website, directionyou.co/squat. It's the best $99 you're ever going to spend in your life. And you're never again going to not be in control of your body and your mind, because it's so simple. I give you all the tools, and absolutely it is done through repetition. Let me see. I'm blind as a bat, so let me put on my glasses so I can read this. Mindset changes everything. Exactly, darling. And it's about bloody time that we just start debunking mindset for people, because it's not this guru concept that so many people are making it out to be. Now, if you are an unapologetic badass bitch and you actually want to come and play with me as well, let me know. I have created a friend work concept where women do business differently. And I don't know about you ladies, but I just got sick and tired of going into networking meetings and having to sit with a carrot up my ass and give my elevator speech and then shake hands with people, and it was just so boring. So if you can't find it, create it, right? Which is why I've created Unapologetic, and there's so much more going on behind the scenes. So if that is something that's of interest to you, DM me. I will send you an invitation so you can come and be my guest for free for one of the conversations, and see if it's a space where you want to play. That is all I have for you guys today. Let us actually start taking back all our power, demystifying all these concepts that the gurus and the experts are putting out there into la la land. When you listen to them, you kind of figure out they don't really know what the fuck they're talking about either. If it's not simple, they are confused. And as always, we get to live our legacy unleashed, unlimited, and unafraid. Have an amazing day wherever you are in the world. I'll catch you guys again later. Cheers.